Hello, good people of Christ Church. It's the Reverend Stephen McHale coming to you here from my dining room table. And today the topic of this video is identity. Our readings this week are all about identity, what flock we're in the gospel, and how we are related to the shepherd of the flock. And then in the Acts of the Apostles, we're going to be talking about the quality of the community that we live in and what the identity of the members of that community is characterized by. I'm also working on my own identity stuff because the nation of Canada recently changed its laws and I qualify for Canadian citizenship along with my brothers and our kids. My brother Joel discovered this while he was working up in Canada and figured he could just, he contacted a lawyer and then is just gonna sweep the rest of us along. And that has mired me in all kinds of paperwork. I've got citizenship applications, and then here I have a weird set of documents. There's boring legal stuff, but it comes down to my birth certificate. It's right here, and it is in Italian, for those of you who don't recognize Italian easily. And the doctor who wrote out the birth certificate was using typical doctor handwriting, and it's impossible to read. And with that, if you look really close there, it's not certain how he spelled my name. My parents never got this fixed because they never really thought about it. But I could be Stephen, Stevon, or Stevan, depending on whether that's an E, an O, or an A. So I have, multiple personalities possibly right here from the start. That means the lawyer in Canada had to hire a translator, and then they had to sign an affidavit. I don't even know what an affidavit is. Today I went to a notary and had my affidavit notarized, saying, seriously, I am who I claim I am. So this raises funny questions for me. My ancestry is Irish and Scandinavian. I was born in Italy to an American father and a Canadian mother. My birth was recognized by the United States, but the birth certificate is Italian. And now I'm looking at dual citizenship with the United States and with Canada. The joke that the kids and I are making is that we're gonna go on vacation in Banff and Holly can't come. She'll have to stay here with the pets to make sure the pets are okay. And we'll go off and have a good time in Canada together. I have no plans to move to Canada, but I am curious about the effects of adding to my national identity by taking on a second passport. My daughter is excited about this because she has some interest in studying in the UK for Olive University, and a passport from a Commonwealth country would simplify that. The theological lesson I'm supposed to draw from this is that really we have one identity in our baptism, and the gospel reading and the Acts of the Apostles clearly make that case. And I am almost totally on board with that, except that my grandma, an American who lived in Canada and created a Canadian daughter, used to say, my identity is not through my baptism. My identity is through my birth as a human being. We are all in this together. And that creates some tension, especially with the Gospel of John, which we'll hear on Sunday. In John's Gospel, if you were in the community, you were golden. Everything was wonderful. But sometimes John is very dismissive and downright rude about people who are not in the community. That contradicts a lot of what Jesus says elsewhere. So I guess the lesson for me today is trying to understand my own identity while also being open to a world that is a plurality of identities, and how we manage that. This country certainly needs to work on that because we are polarized by identity. Those are the deep thoughts coming from me this Friday afternoon. May God bless you people.